villains.
Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday, and we're on stream on a KFD&D night. I don't know what's happening. We have power. We had a storm, because we have a storm every other Wednesday here. I don't know if you know that. It's a fact about Kentucky. Every other Wednesday, storm. Just every time. Just every time. But it's fine. So we're all here. We're all online. We are ready for some D&D. Thank you all for joining us. I hope you're having a great night. We're halfway through a short week. So that's great for some of us, I guess. Yeah.
Today's my Friday.
That's my happy news.
Today is my Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Today is the Wednesdayest Wednesday that ever did Wednesday.
It's pretty close. So our happy news for today, it's been difficult to find some, but I really love this one. In the first, I think, quarter of 2022, Germany has produced 50% of its electricity from renewable energy, and then an additional 12% from nuclear power in that first quarter of 2022, which is really cool. And then, as an even better bonus, about half of France's nuclear power plants are currently offline due to high temperatures and everything making that very difficult. And Germany has been able to export 2 terawatt hours of electricity to France so far. So again, renewable energy is possible even in a large-scale economic nation. There's no reason we can't do it here, except for greed. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. It's over here. That's high quality H2O. This is our last stream of the week for this week. Unless we do a bonus stream this weekend, I might do some more Final Fantasy V, and we're looking to maybe get back into community days and playing games with our community on a weekend. We kind of started doing that with Core Keeper, and just life happened. So it's good. It's all good. So we're going to do a recap of our last session, which was a month ago due to some issues, and we will hop right on into it. And I think, Ryan, you do the recap?
Sure.
All right. I mean, we talked about it before.
Yeah, it involves reading. Good luck, buddy.
I'm not sure I actually know how to read. I think it just memorized a lot of words.
Hi, I'm Jared. I'm 17 and I never fucking learned how to read.
All right. Recap from episode 8, back on June 8th. Chime and Kitten find that there was, in fact, a hidden message on the paper found in Grayson's footlocker. In the note, Grayson talked about not knowing if he was magically bewitched by Daniela, then how he was worried about the village and continent. Lastly, he was worried that this note would get to a cryptic them. They talked to Suzanne about Grayson and found that he had become indecisive and isolated from the humans, and that she was surprised they left his armor. She also thought that them was the snake people based on the way they looked at us. They decided that they were going to set out the next day, and so the party got prepared by splitting up tasks. Chime investigated the direction that Suzanne saw them go, Kin fished for dinner, and to give Suzanne some extra food. Karn taught Suzanne some knife self-defense, and James inventoried, packed, and set up camp outside the village to try and give the mystery donor a chance to leave one more care package. They got Suzanne set up with some extra loot that they didn't need and headed to their camp. At some point during the night, the care package was left, but Kin did not catch the philanthropist. After packing up camp, they set off down the path that Chime had found. Along the way, they found some strips of fabric intentionally laid out as a subtle trail of breadcrumbs that eventually led to a river. They saw a snake person guard on the other side of the river and decided that the best approach was to have Chime ride on Kin's back across the river. However, as soon as they got in the water, they were attacked by a giant crocodile. Party killed it just before it entered a death roll with James in its mouth. Kin cut off the croc's snout and tossed it across the river to give to the snake person as a gift. And now the recap from our last session, June 22nd. Donald lost power. The end.
It's too soon. It's too soon.
Too soon.
The fun part about that losing power was then less than a week later our AC went out when it was stupid hot out. But that likely kept me from catching COVID. which is kind of fortunate. So Jillian tested positive for COVID, but due to the lack of AC, we were sleeping in the basement, but on like separate couches, just so we had a little space. And I don't know. That's what I'm going with as my reason I haven't caught COVID. So, knock on wood. I did test right before the session just because I wasn't feeling great, but it's fine. It's totally fine. Okay. So you toss the snout kind of across the river towards the snake person on the other side of this kind of flooded river area. Did you have something, Ken? Raise your hand. Or are you good?
Oh, I was waiting for you to finish so I can whisper something to Chime.
Okay, go ahead.
I was aiming for his head.
For you.
He looks down at the ground as it lands a couple of feet from him, looks at you, looks back at the snout,
Picks it up. Two thumbs up.
Picks it up and kind of, again, looks at you curiously.
Still holding the thumbs up.
He still has his bow out, and he doesn't have a hand out towards an arrow. It's undocked, nothing on it. It doesn't quite know what to make of you, it seems.
Ken, whatever you do, do not do finger guns at him. Your crossbows.
Okay.
Finger crossbows.
Finger crossbows.
Hey, does anybody speak another language besides Common?
I'm pretty sure Chime can speak any language she wants to.
Chime, you think you could say something to him?
I think she needs to be closer. That's the whole reason she was on your back to begin with.
Oh, well.
You can be within 60 feet to use telepathy. And you are... You're within that right now, just as y'all are across the river from each other.
Okay, like last session, the entire point was that I was on Ken's back because I couldn't do the telepathy.
Oh, I don't know. that was like a month ago.
Who knows what happened that long ago?
I knows what happened that long ago.
He probably moved 15 feet closer in that time.
He saw the commotion.
He saw what was happening. And you were not, because currently you're in the water a little bit, and you were not then. So now you're close enough. That's all I got.
Oh,
Look.
Okay, DM. Okay, so I'm gonna reach out into his little brain.
Okay.
And kind of go, yo, what you doing out here?
Oh, I've actually been doing telepathy wrong, but I'm gonna keep how it is.
That's fine.
Just a very hunting.
On an island in the middle of a lake in the middle of a forest.
Yes.
How many words do you know? More words? Like, this is direct telepathic link. You want to like actually talk to me? Come on, dude. You don't get this every now and again.
I give you my answers. I know many words.
Ask him if he wants the gator.
You want the gator?
Yes.
All right.
How much of the gator?
All of it.
Can I have a tooth?
Yes.
Can my friends also have a tooth?
Yes.
Okay. Can we take like just a little bit of the gator so that we can like we're travelers. Like we're looking to sustain ourselves.
Where are you traveling?
Well, we're not entirely sure what it's called.
What are you looking for?
What's he saying?
He wants to know what we're looking for. Should we tell him? He's one of those snake people. I don't know.
Let's give. Does he want the gator?
Yeah, but he's gonna give me some teeth.
I'll work on the teeth then.
Okay. 4 total.
Okay.
But he didn't say how much of the like meat we're allowed. I asked him for some meat because that's always good to like pack away.
Ken, you can go ahead and roll a survival check to get those teeth out, if you would like to.
18.
Okay. Yep. Absolutely no issue. You get 4 pristine gator teeth. And they're large. They're giant crocodile teeth. So they are.
With James' blood on it.
And you actually are able to get it
Can
out.
I have that back?
Without damaging like too much of the rest of the gator. And as you are doing that, the snake person chimed to you, says, "He is good."
Yeah, he's pretty good. So anyway, about the meat, can we have like just a little bit of that?
You can have.
We're not.
But where are you going? What are you seeking?
We're looking for some friends.
Describe your friends. Are they birds like you?
No, they're humans and human-like. They're people with like skin, no feathers, for the most part.
Large group of humans. Traveled this way recently.
Yeah. Do you know anything about that?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me more. Tell me more, buddy.
They are safe.
First off, what's your name?
They are honored guests. I had a window open for that. My name, in my village, people refer to me as Ikusu.
Ikusu.
Yes.
Okay. Ikusu. So tell me about the people that came through.
They are safe. They are... And the telepathy seems to have an issue translating exactly what he is saying, but it comes through to you as honored guests.
Okay, so I know you were asking about bird people like me. Have you seen others of those?
Very few.
And were they nice like me?
They exist. Our interaction limited.
While you're talking, I'm going to start dragging the gator across the pond with all my might.
Okay. Go and give me a strength check.
14.
Okay. It's difficult, but luckily with it being in the water and you being an incredibly strong swimmer due to your amazing ability as a duck and swim speed, you're able to...
Amazing ability of being a duck.
It's an amazing ability. He's a duck. You are able to drag the gator across there. And the snake person sees you doing it and just offers you a nod of thanks.
Hey, Ken, we can have like a little bit of the meat.
Just as a little treat?
Hey,
Just
tell
as a
him
little
I'll-
treat.
Tell him I'll help him dress it.
Okay, yeah. So my buddy's gonna help you dress it
Why are you looking for them?
because we left and we came back and they weren't where we left them.
They're missing. Just say they're missing.
I mean, so Ken, they're not exactly missing. He's saying there's something like honored guests. That's the closest I could really summarize it as.
Okay, fine.
But they're safe. He says they're safe.
That's relief.
Can we speak to Grayson?
Hey buddy, do you know Grayson?
Mm.
The leader of the people?
Grayson. And again, the translation is difficult to come through. There's not like an exact word for it in common, but it sounds like this one is most honored guest.
Okay. So what? I mean, like, yeah, he's a very honored guest. Can we talk to him though?
He is Yes, yes, you can. He is in Uta. Uta is our home. Uta is our city.
Okay.
If I tell you that Grayson is safe and fine, will that be enough, or will you continue? This land is dangerous. Many about that will do you harm. I do not suggest continuing this path.
Do you mean people like you?
No, we will do you no harm, but there are others.
How do I know? I mean, I guess what are you talking about? Who's out here that's gonna hurt us?
Many dangerous creatures. This jungle is untamed, as hard as we try. He points at like this giant crocodile. Waters are dangerous. Mostly it is her. She is our enemy. She will do you harm.
Her, the gator?
No. We call her Kalakisu.
Kalakisu.
You
And
may say something along the lines of Stone Tooth.
Stone Tooth. Okay. Is she another one of your people, or is she something else? Is she human?
No. She has cold blood, like we do. But she has wings. She shoots poison. Best to avoid.
Okay.
If she knows you are here, she will come after you.
What's he saying?
So generally, the people are safe. There's something here.
And as you say safe, he says, people are honored guests.
Right, okay, the people are honored guests. Grayson is a most honored guest. He's super important. He's safe. It's really dangerous going through this jungle for us, apparently. There's someone specific that we call, what was it?
Kalakisu.
Kalakisu.
Also known as Stone Tooth.
Stone Tooth. Kalakisu, or Stone Tooth, is another cold-blooded creature out here that apparently has wings and shoots venom that would not want us out here. But none of the Huanti, none of them are gonna hurt us, apparently. Hey, so do you know anything about the one lady that was left back in the village with her baby?
No.
Nothing at all. Haven't seen her. They don't talk about her. They don't talk about the baby.
No. I was not amongst those. So Ken, what are you doing currently?
While they're talking, I'm trying to flip the gator over and pull out a dagger and try to find the midline and run a knife along the midline from underneath the gullet down.
Okay.
I rolled a 12 on survival.
Okay. So like as you start to flip it over and you get a knife out and start to make the incision, the
Yuan-Ti?
Ikusa says, tell your friend to stop. He's in the wrong spot.
Hey, Ken, stop it. You said you're in the wrong spot.
They cut from the butt.
I don't know. Do you cut from the butt?
He looks at you, Ken, and like makes eye contact, and he points a little bit higher on the belly from where you were, and says, tell him start cut there, work his way up, leave the tail for me to deal with.
Okay, he says start the cut there, work your way up, and he's going to deal with the tail. So don't touch the tail.
I rolled a 14 on survival.
You get advantage now because he gave you tips on how to do it.
17.
Okay, so at that point, he looks at you as you start this cut, and in kind of a snake-like smile, and his tongue comes out of his head, his snake tongue, and like kind of a. Based on
buddy,
the context,
you gotta. Like, I
me.
get that you're happy, but that's a little frightening for us bird folk. At least for this bird folk.
Chime, ask him if he could take us to the honored guests and if we could speak to them.
I'll ask him. I mean, they're there.
In return for this feast of a gator crocodile.
I'll help him carry it.
I don't know if I think he just thinks it's his at this point. I don't know if that's gonna work.
That's fine.
Hey.
Offer. I'll help him carry it.
Hey, we'll help you carry the gator if you take us to our folks. The people we're missing.
If
The honored guests.
If I tell you no, will you still go on your own?
Yeah.
Do we have an agreement?
Okay. All right. So you want to finish dressing down the croc, and then the gator, the whatever it is, the giant thing.
Have your other two friends there look for large leaves.
Okay, yeah. Hey, Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Large leaves. Right now. Go.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Carl. What's a Tweedledum?
Tell them nothing with red spots.
Nothing with red spots.
Okay.
You got it?
All right. I'm gonna look for that. Do you want to roll or just?
Just go and give a nature check for both of you with advantage, since he did call out nothing with red spots.
God.
I got a 5, which is a 2 with my +3 to nature.
Cool. Karn.
Comes back.
I
with
also got a
mushrooms.
5.
They
You
both
have
come back
advantage.
with
You have advantage.
mushrooms.
You have advantage.
Oh, then it's a 13.
Oh. Okay. James is finding like 2 large leaves. To be fair, there's not a ton of trees in the area.
I think
that have-
everything has red spots because I just got my ass chewed up by a crocodile.
That you did. Karn, you're able to find like several, but it takes you all quite a while. And by the time you come back with this like meager amount of leaves, most of the gator has been processed between Ken and your new friend Ukusa. I'm sorry, Ixusa.
Isuzu?
Ikusu?
Suzuki?
I'm Mizut.
No,
Kawasaki?
You've changed this pronunciation of this snake
I
person
think
like 6 times.
every single time I've said it. Okay, it is
I think it was
Ixusa.
Toyota?
Ikusu.
Ixusa,
Honda?
and it is now in chat.
Ikusa.
Nissan?
Ixusa. There's an extra S in there that I think I missed it before.
Iku-
Ixusa.
Chevrolet?
We're dealing with the Yakuza?
No, you're not.
Oh my
yet.
God.
Not yet, but we can soon.
No!
Oh, God. It's too anachronistic.
He has a look of disappointment, and Chime. Do you still have the connection going with him?
Yeah.
Says is that the best they could manage in that time?
Well, one of them almost got death rolled, so at the moment, yes. I don't know what the excuse is for the other one. Really sorry.
Your people do not forage or lie on the land, I take it.
Yeah, some of them are kind of like real cushy, like, well, maybe not the one, but also he did just get death rolled. The other one grew up in the temple, and, you know.
We will teach them.
Looks like me. I've been growing up on the streets, which I know you all don't exactly have streets out here, but you get what I mean, right?
Why would you think we do not have streets?
I mean, like here in the it's different. I'm literally from a different continent.
Well,
It's
it will do.
It's an equivalent.
We will make it work.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you primitive. Just it's different out here. It's a lot different.
You did not know better. You have not seen our city, our shining temple, our gorgeous pyramid, our strong houses, our market, full of food, full of wonder.
You're right. I haven't seen that. That sounds nice.
But you will. Perhaps you will also be most honored guests.
I hope so.
While they're talking, I'm going to try to throw the gator, now that all the guts are lying on the ground, throw the gator on my shoulder and try to carry it.
Okay. He kind of holds you off and points to the leaves and starts cutting the meat into large, almost like roast size sections, and starts to wrap them in these leaves. And pulls out a bit of like kind of twine out of his like a pocket in his kind of vest he's wearing, and starts to wrap them up, and starts to place them into neat little piles. And
I rolled this. Sorry, go ahead.
And just tell your friends, take as many as they can carry.
Oh,
Well,
so
yeah.
he says to take as many as you can carry.
I rolled a 7 on strength, so I can't pick this croc up.
Trying to lift the whole thing, yeah. He's no, we will leave that. It attracts other animals, and then we have a solid place to hunt.
He says to leave that because other stuff will come to eat it, and then they can hunt that stuff.
Oh, that's pretty smart.
And Ken grabs as many of the wrapped leaves that he can hold and
Okay.
puts some in his backpack and grabs the rest and swims and offers him a ride, and then realizes he's a snake.
He kind of looks at the rest of the group, looks up into the sky, and notices it's kind of another dark and cloudy. And these clouds are similar to the ones you had a couple days ago, but extremely dark.
Are we seeing any flickering on the horizon?
In terms of like lightning,
Yes.
little bits.
Does it smell like ozone?
Not where you are currently, but you feel like maybe it will sooner than later.
God damn it. Do not put my character through a goddamn tornado. Don't you dare.
I think a storm is brewing. We need to get out of here. Find some
At least
shelter.
away from the water.
We can... Ancient ruins. We make it there around nightfall and set up a small camp.
That's
No
fair.
fires.
No,
Really?
Why no fires?
She will see.
Hmm.
She hunts
Oh,
you. You are
Okay.
great prize to her.
Let's go.
what? Okay, wait, hold on. While we're going, I want to get a little bit of discussion going with Ixusa
Sure.
about why would we be are we just trophies to this stone fang, or
Yes.
just trophies?
You have warm blood. Great meal for her. Sometimes she eats those with cold blood, but she actively hunts warm blood.
Okay. So you kind of just gave me a brief overview about your city. You said Uta?
Uta.
Uta. So tell me more about it. I know you said that there's, full markets and a shining temple and streets, apparently.
And as that conversation kind of starts, the clouds seemingly just erupt with a downpour of rain. And it makes your walking just that much more miserable. He looks up. Storm will be difficult to must waste no time. But I tell you all of the time. Glad you asked. Very convenient. In the middle of Utah, we have Jariyawi Tunjana. It is a great temple, a great pyramid, as big as the tallest trees. Oh, that was short. Just the pinnacle of our home, the center of our city, the center of our lives. Surrounding that is our great market. Always fresh food, fresh vegetables, fresh meats, fresh fish, spices that one would only imagine would surely tantalize your palates.
I would have thought you all would have been into vegetables, but I can dig it.
Meat is not always available. We have adapted from our original selves, perhaps?
I get it, yeah.
Ask them if they have crackers.
Ken wants to know if you have crackers.
Or bread.
Or bread. Do you have bread?
Eat me.
We do. Yes. We have bread. I seem to think that maybe you think we are uncivilized because you have not seen our city, thinking we don't have basic necessities, but
I mean, that might be what he thinks, but you've already told me that it's big and bustling, so I'm just curious at this point.
What's he saying?
Oh, the city's really cool, and they love birds there.
Okay. Is he think it's weird that like you all can talk, but we have no idea what you're saying when you're not talking to us?
I'll ask him.
We've just kind of been sitting here in awkward silence.
Okay. Yeah. Let him know that we can't hear you when you all are talking.
Okay. You know that they can't hear us when we're talking, right?
We have great shamans with this ability to speak within our mind. Not so uncommon amongst our people.
Oh, okay. Hey, guys, this is normal amongst their shamans, so I'm going to be, like, super cool there.
Cool. Nice.
Anyway, as you were saying, Susa.
We do our best to incorporate the land around us. There's a great... many of our homes are built around ancient trees. You will see trees seemingly coming out of the roof. We do not believe in cutting them down. They are part of us. They are part of our home. And destroying them would be a great insult into what we have been given.
Do you all go, like, really high up in the trees? Do you all ever climb them?
Some do climb, but mostly we stick to our stone structures on the ground.
Oh. People like me, I know I at least like to climb. You know, obviously I'm built like something that should have wings, but I don't. So it's a weird heritage thing where we all kind of like wish we could fly, but we don't. So climbing up really high is kind of like the closest that we get. And I personally, I really enjoy doing that, so.
You would love the view from the top of our temple. It is as tall as the tallest trees.
I'm excited. I want to see it.
Perhaps you will. Only our great priests and most honored guests may go up there.
Oh, okay.
But perhaps you will be a most honored guest.
Well, I hope so.
The storm continues. The rain starts to get heavier and heavier. And even though it's kind of still dark outside, you can even sense that the little bit of light that was coming in behind these very dark clouds is slowly beginning to fade. And just up ahead, you see, kind of again along the river itself, and the jungle itself, the forestry begins to get denser and denser, almost suddenly, where you're kind of walking through this incredibly dense foliage with leaves everywhere. Occasionally you'll hear rustles kind of to the side, and Ixusa doesn't seem to be super concerned with hardly any of them. And after what seems like several hours, you make it to a very small, kind of crumbling stone building along a small creek that you've been following for a little while now. He points ahead. We'll make camp there tonight. No fire.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it would last in this rain anyway.
He kind of points that there is a little bit of a roof
Okay.
in like a corner of it, enough that if the five of you kind of huddled together, you could likely stay dry throughout the night, unless the storm somehow gets worse.
Great. Thanks, Donald.
Hey, y'all ask for things and I deliver.
I didn't ask for these things.
Oh, well, somebody did.
I think it's the one person who is not
Oh, it's weird.
here at the moment.
Yeah, super weird. Crazy.
So we'll have a map. Well, actually, I'll store the players can see. Small. Map out. I'm not going to pull it up for chat quite yet because there's some things in there that, we don't want chat to necessarily see. There might be something on there. I don't know. Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's fine.
Is it candy?
It's
I hope it's
definitely-
candy.
It's actually candy and ice cream.
Yay!
Nope.
And as he kind of points out, there's just a single door coming into it, which is located here, and then a large window kind of on the north wall. Otherwise, that's it. And it's a large window, like a medium-sized creature could get through it without even really ducking down or making too much effort.
Okay.
We will
Okay.
stay here. And as you all kind of make your way inside, a huge crash of lightning happens, and that rain comes down even harder. It's just pouring everywhere. You saw this dense, beautiful, lush green foliage kind of surrounding you before, and now you can barely see outside of this small, ruined encampment that you now have, made of stone. And all four walls are still up. It's just part of the roof is collapsed in. The wind begins to pick up and starts to howl, and you can hear all the trees rustling. And at some point, the wind is strong enough that knocks a tree. It starts to creak as it's just outside of your small encampment, and the leaves of it are brushing against the stone, making kind of a scratching sound that is definitely not going to haunt your dreams tonight. Whatever dreams you might have.
Can I set up our tent inside the house?
Yeah, absolutely.
Inside the building? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that.
Okay.
I probably will need some help in this
I will
crazy
assist.
wind and rain.
Yeah. So, Karn, you gonna help him?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a survival check then, James, with advantage since Karn is helping.
How does an 18 do?
18 does great. The two
Yeah.
of you work together and coordinate incredibly well as I forgot his name again. Xusa kind of stands there a little curious, just watching, nodding his approval.
Can I kind of tell that he's like? Can I roll an insight check, I guess, on him?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Wanting to see, like, what are you wanting to kind of determine?
So I want to know, like, does he think we're odd for doing this? Does he seem kind of disapproving or approving, or
Okay.
just it's a vibe check. It's a vibe check is what I'm looking for.
Gotcha. Vibe check.
Yeah. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Wow, I got a 7.
Okay. He's kind of a mystery to you. Best you can tell, he's just curious about, like, what's happening. he sees what you're doing and makes his way over to a corner, kind of a corner that has enough of a roof section, and kind of puts some of his gear down and unrolls like a more or less a animal skin, probably a cheetah is what it looks like, bedroll, and kind of lays it out, and just looks around as the storm just gets worse and worse.
How big is our tent?
I'm wanting to say the four of you can probably fit in it, but it's like that whenever you have a tent advertised for 4 people, it really fits 2 adults comfortably, and I'm sorry, it does sleep 2.
So 2
All right.
sleep in my tent.
Okay, so and how many tents do we have? Do we even know?
Let me look at my
The handlebars, who do you want to give inspiration to?
Whoever doesn't have it.
I've
I
got
think
it.
most of us don't have it.
I've still got mine from last time.
I've used mine, so I don't have it. But if someone else also doesn't have it.
Well, one of the rules is you can't give it to yourself, and I don't know if that was rule before, but I'm making it up now. So, congratulations, Chime. You have an inspiration.
Great. I don't have a tent though.
Okay.
I just assumed we had a tent because we set up camp all the time. Maybe
Yeah.
we.
It's usually included in some of like Adventures Explorers packs. Well, somehow you have one tent then.
Okay, cool.
But I'm actually, instead of that, we're going to pull a little Star Wars RPG. Instead of that inspiration that goes to Chime, that inspiration is used for summoning a tent for you.
Got it. Okay.
Yay.
So now you do have 2 tents. Ken, you missed. The storm has really picked up. It's to the point now where as you enter the ruins that you're currently in, a huge, like, thunderbolt seemingly came out of nowhere, and the storm just picked up. There's just water everywhere. You can barely see outside of this tent right now. The wind is just crazy strong. It doesn't seem to be bothering Susa too much, and he's starting to kind of get his bedroll ready in the corner. Karn and James set up a tent that we kind of.
And I'm gonna go set up.
I-
It only sleeps 2. I'm gonna go set up my bedroll in the driest corner I can find, and let whoever
So
wants
my
the
thing
tent
is-
take the tent.
My thing is, we were originally traveling with Tam, so I feel like we should have a way to cram 5 people into these 2 tents.
Oh yeah, Tama's.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, like, come on. Like,
Tam was
I'm
awesome.
small. I'm smaller than Tam.
Oh yeah, the 2 of you would just fit in there. That's fine. I don't worry about logistics like that too much, except for it comes.
We
into a
want to
play a little
fit
bit.
in Ixusa.
Oh, are you gonna mention that to him?
No, we don't.
No, we don't?
I'm not sleeping with a snake.
I'm gonna set my bedroll up in whatever corner is the driest, and let whoever wants the tent fight for the tent.
That
I've
corner,
slept in worse, so I'm gonna invite him into whichever tent I'm staying in.
It's nice
And
knowing
if you all don't want to stay in my tent, then fine with me.
Okay, I'll take first watch.
Okay. Hey, Ixusa, I know you're setting up your bedroll over there, but I have space in my tent if you want to stay here and be dry.
No.
Okay, didn't realize I smelled that bad, but whatever.
It is not your smell.
Okay, then what is it?
He kind of seemingly like gets up for a second, and his tongue comes out of his mouth and bad omen in the wind.
Like I said,
Okay, but
I'll
what
take
does
first watch.
this have to do with sleeping in a tent with me and staying dry?
I need to sense them.
Okay,
She is sending someone or something.
then feel free to take watch with Ken.
He gets out of his bedroll, pulls his bow out, looks outside, and just it kind of shakes his head and realizes it's going to be completely useless. He can't see maybe 5 feet outside of the current building right now. It pulls out a sword, like a curved blade, like a scimitar, from his side.
Is it very obvious that he's doing this and
Yeah,
looking outside?
100%.
All right, I'm getting out my dagger and I'm getting out my crossbow. Like, is something going on? Something going on?
Now I'm gonna get out my longsword.
I'm speaking in common, like I know he understands the sentiment.
Hey, Xusa, is something coming right now?
Not yet.
Should we stay up?
How well do you do without sleep?
Well, majority of us have been doing shift sleeping, so I mean.
Yes, Chili Pie. Not well at all.
Oh.
Hey, that's not fair. We don't do well at all, even with sleep.
That's true. It is your decision. I prefer one other of you to always be up with me.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to them. Hey guys. So he thinks something's coming, but he's not sure when, and he wants to have one of us up with him at all times. So we have to do a shift sleeping while he's up. Do you all want to do shifts? Do you just want to stay awake?
Well, Ken's already called first shift, and I'm good with that because I'm pretty sure, looking at the rest of y'all, that I'm in the worst shape here, and I definitely need some sleep.
As he says that, Ken casts Lay on Hands for 15 hit points on James and 15 on himself.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll take second shift because if something does come at us, it's going to be really short range fighting.
That's true.
Oh, that feels way better. But also, I'm gonna sleep and get the rest of this. I'll take whatever shift y'all want me to.
I mean,
Last shift, James.
That's fine. I'll do the last shift. I'll wake up extra early.
Okay. All right. The storm somehow does not weaken at all through the night. It seemed like it gains intensity, like it's actually angry at you. You just get that sense somehow. The storm itself gets stronger and stronger through the night. Almost just constant lightning barrages. And at some point after Ken goes to bed and his Karn is taking over for his shift, Karn, give me a perception check.
Okay. Well,
okay. One of the lightning bolts seemingly comes down just across the river. Just a huge flash. And for just a second, it seems to brighten everything in the area. And directly across, and even a couple in the river, you see creatures that you're unfamiliar with. To put it, I don't know, lightly. And there's, looks like 5 of them. And they look like what the legends have told you that dragons look like, but they don't have wings. They're about the size of a very large dog, maybe like a small horse, on all 4 legs, just slowly kind of creeping towards you. Maybe trying to be stealthy, but their green scales are shimmering, and what really shows is that lightning strikes, you just see 10 eyes all looking what feels like directly at you and directly into your soul.
Nope.
And it seems like Ixusa sees it too, and clenches his scimitar a little closer, and his kind of snake lower body his tail starts to kind of hit gently James as he's laying next to him. And with that, let's show chat our map and what's happening. And I think we're going to do something. Oops, that's the wrong button. I think with that, we're going to roll initiative. That's the right button. There it is.
16.
12.
12.
Copy.
Cheaters.
That's me.
Oh, sorry, I didn't have turn
Oh my
order
god,
up.
3 of us got 12.
Stop copying me.
Congratulations.
Then it's dexterity that's tiebreaker, right?
I just let it sort, and whatever happens, happens. If you all are really
It's
concerned
not
about it.
dexterity because I'm last.
Really? As a rogue?
It's an option we can do on here to, I can have that as a tiebreaker, but now I think it did it automatically, and it's Chime, Karn, then James. But we'll see. Okay. Ken. So I'm gonna say you're prone. You've sensed it enough. You've been in enough combat. You've been in enough ambushes that you sense something is off, and you're actually currently closest to the main door here, which is located right here.
You sense all of us like getting up and getting the weapons out.
And then there is I think you missed this description. So you have pretty solid walls all the way around. The exception being back here, there's a large window that with kind of what might have been a table at some point, kind of a stone-ish table back in the back.
Got it. So Ken, knowing that he cannot swing his great sword in a confined space, actually exits and gets about 6 feet from the wall of the building, the temple, and readies an action
Okay. And what is that ready to action?
to swing my great sword at the first thing that comes towards me.
Okay. And it seems it just happens so quick. You hear maybe the splashing over the rain. Maybe, or it could just be the rain. You're not sure, but seemingly suddenly out of nowhere, there's 3 of these creatures that I just described all up on you. This one here got to you first, and he's going to act first, so you get your attack against him.
Okay, is that with disadvantage since it's dark?
And you do not have night vision, so
Right.
and you're out in the rain. Yes, visibility is basically non-existent right now, so disadvantage.
Okay, so this is going to be challenging here. What if I'm just swinging wildly and there are 3 in close proximity?
You still get 1 attack. You already read the action for the person that came close to you, so that's it.
And so it is an 11.
All right. So it seems like maybe you just weren't quite prepared as you make a crazy swing at it.
Hold up, sorry. Readying an action, doesn't that give advantage? And then darkness, disadvantage?
No, readying an action doesn't give you any advantage. Readying an action just readies an action.
Okay, my mistake. Go ahead.
No problem. You take a swing at it, and it maybe anticipated your move as it lunges for you like an attack and kind of pulls back, and your swing just barely misses it, and then it lunges in, attempting to bite you. First up, gets a 12.
12 does not hit.
Okay. It also starting with this. And once it tries to get you with its bite, you see like a tail swing out of nowhere directly at you. This one being a 15 to hit.
15 does not hit, so Ken did a lot of training in his order of blind close quarters combat. He knows the next hit will be towards his head, so he ducks, and the tail sails over his head.
Ducks.
Never mind.
The
Stop.
next one is going to attack you. Let me go and give these colors so we can talk about them easier. So they're all a definite green shade. There is a red one, we're just gonna call them this, a blue one, a green one. They're all again technically green, and an orange one. And there's one more. It is a purple one. So the red one has an attack. The blue one is now making its first bite attack against you. Okay. Gets a 24.
That hits.
For 7 piercing damage as it gets this incredibly strong bite kind of around your arm, and you feel it pierce through your armor, and the sharp teeth start to sink into your ducky flesh.
But they not also have disadvantage, though?
They might have a reason they can see better right now. Maybe. And then it swings its tail around you and just completely misses. It's probably a little distracted from getting a nice taste of duck in it. The green one's now going to attempt to bite you. Gets a 15.
Misses.
And then that tail again swings around for a 7, which is another miss.
Yeah, and so did the one bite and let go, or is it still on my arm?
It bit and let go.
Okay.
All right. The other 2 begin to make their way towards you. And Ken, you find yourself surrounded.
A little help here.
And that is their turns. Chime, you're up.
Okay. How much of the roof is... Like, how easily could I get up onto the roof?
Since it's raining, it's going to be super slippery. I would say it's going to be an action to climb up there and moderate difficulty. Basic Witch has redeemed inspiration in front of our players. Basic Witch, let us know which player you would like to give that inspiration to. I believe Karn currently already has it, and I don't know the other players.
Chime does because my inspiration went to her.
No,
oh no, it went to the tent.
It went to a tent.
It went to a tent. I do not have it right now. Chime does not have it right now. Ken, do you have inspiration at the moment?
I do not, no.
Okay, Ken, you got inspiration from Basic Witch. Thank you, Basic Witch.
Thank you, Basic Witch.
Okay,
is this like Hunger Games?
Is it like what?
That's
Hunger Games.
Oh, for the viewers tossing stuff.
And then me handlebars. Who do you want to give it to now?
Chime.
All right. Chime,
okay, thank you. So what I want to do, since I can't climb up on the roof, is I'm gonna climb out this. This is the window, right?
That is the window. Yes. You can climb on the roof. It was just gonna be a little more difficult.
Right. I'm not wanting to take up an action for that.
Okay.
Is my thing. So I want to climb out the window and like come around. So that's, oh god, now I have to think of feet. Can I get to here?
Then, Basic Witch has redeemed another inspiration for James.
Me.
Thank you.
So I can get to there, right?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay, it's already done. Yeah, you can get to there.
Okay. I want to take out my short bow and start hitting this purple one.
So due to the rain, it is incredibly difficult to see that far, so you're gonna have disadvantage on that attack.
Okay, but also it would be...
You have an ally within 5 feet, which would normally give you advantage. So you have advantage and disadvantage, those cancel out. So it's a straight roll.
Okay. Do I also get sneak attack?
If you hit, you will get sneak attack, yes.
Okay. So that is a 13 hit.
A 13 does not hit. It seems like the shot was like perfectly on line, and just due to the wind and like a gust came the last second and just knocked your arrow away.
Okay.
Anything else in your turn?
I want to... No, I don't want to do anything else.
Okay. Karn, you're up.
All right. Well, I am going to move into the door frame here and attack the orange drake with a two-handed attack with my sunblade.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 19.
I think because you're still in the building, I'll say that you can see it pretty well. It's pretty close. So yeah, we'll give you 19. All right, that's a hit.
But he's also flanking, so it would have.
Is flanking,
Yeah.
so it would be a straight roll. You're right. 19 hits. Is that 14 radiant damage?
That is.
Nice. All right, it lets out an awful cry as it just and the you kind of stab it right in the back and the radiant damage from your radiant sword. I'm using the radiant a lot. Plunges into it and hisses against its blood, and the rain itself is as the rain touches it. Anything else on your?
I'm actually going to use my second attack and do another two-hander.
Okay.
All right, and that is a 20.
A dirty 20, but all right.
Still counts.
How much damage?
9 radiant.
Ooh, nice. Lets out another awful just scream as it isn't used to this kind of damage, but there it is. Oh shoot, I forgot something. Give me 1 second. I need to fix this. Don't worry about what's happening at all. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Nothing bad's about to happen to you all.
No, of course not. Why would it?
You know who I don't see on the turn tracker is our new buddy.
Oh, that is a good point. Thank you. Let me get to that. We're just going to change that to a 7. Oh, that's the wrong button again. What is happening? They were at, I'll just say 15, and the joys of just struggling. There you are. There you
The
are.
green guard drakes were at 13 when you rolled it first.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It doesn't make a huge difference now because
Okay.
it's not gonna.
All right. Cool.
But I
Just
appreciate
in
that.
case it did.
Yeah. There we go. Nope, that's wrong. I am having issues. Like, as I'm trying to get everything. There we go. Okay. So, Karn, that was your second attack. Anything else in your turn?
Nope, that is going to be it.
All right. James, you're up.
Can I see the one through the frame, and do I feel like I can make a crossbow shot at the one in the door frame?
This one?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a very tight shot.
Tricky. Trick shot.
Yeah, and there would be dire consequences with a low roll, but yes, you can make the attempt.
I'm gonna climb onto the roof.
Okay. So I'll need an athletics check for you to do that.
I'm gonna use inspiration.
Okay.
Let's see, athletics.
Yeah, that's a good point, Julie Pie. In Basic Witch, we have power and AC, which we are doing better than we were 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And really a week ago, so yeah.
Thank you for the inspiration, Basic Witch. And because of that, I got a 17 instead of a 12.
Okay. There's a moment where you feel like, oh, we got everything a little messed up right now, but I'll fix that later. Give me 1 second.
Cool.
Your foot starts to slip on this wet stone, but you feel as if some other force, some other being is guiding you, and maybe even like lifting your foot up and giving it a solid place. Not sure what, but something with the inspiration has inspired you to be a little better, and you make it to the top of the roof.
I think it was witch power.
Definitely witch power. Let's see. Let me pull up OBS real quick and see.
Now, would
The
this be
power of
advanced
witches
witch
compels
power,
me.
or would this be an advanced witch power or a basic witch power?
Pretty basic. Pretty basic. I
Nice.
forgot how to do this. Oh, hell. Oh, no. I've also now messed up OBS, so... okay, I've just got 2 characters backwards. I'm just not going to deal with it right now.
That's fine. I can be Hamed for a bit.
Yeah, you can be Hamed with a duck character. Where was I? That was James's turn. So you get your movement, and you are now on the roof, about that same location, just higher up.
Okay, and then so that was my action, but I still have a little bit of movement.
Correct.
So I'm just gonna move to the edge of the roof so I can look down, and I can't do anything. Actually, no. I have a second attack, but I think I only
So you only get
that if I attack. It is not an extra move, and I don't have the fighter's second wind or anything like that. So that is the end of my turn.
Okay. It seems like, from what you can tell, your friend isn't interested in what's happening at the door, and has his full attention on this window, and has a sword out and ready, and just that's it. He like looks like he's anticipating something happening, and you're not sure quite what yet. And that's it for him. I just want you to know before all this happens that I really like all of you, and nothing is personal. As chat sees what's happening. There we go. You kind of hear a rustling as other creatures have made it out from seemingly nowhere. You had no idea where they came from. Oh, I didn't do that with them, did I? Oops. They're literally called ambush drakes. So this is kind of...
Donald, that doesn't make it better.
Does it make it worse, though?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
It makes it worse that I used something called an ambush drake
Yes.
to do an ambush?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, good to know. Good to know. So 2 of them have never tasted bird before, and they're going to try that. But first, we have our readied action from your snake friend, who is going to attempt to hit it with a sword, and he lets out a huge swing, and it just, you hear a clink as it hits stone, and he lets out what sounds like maybe a curse in a language that none of you understand, and that's that part of it. Unfortunately, the other part of it are the 2 that are now attacking Chime. Chime, the first attack is a 16.
Yes, it hits.
You take... Let me roll this and randomize a little bit. Ooh, 10 piercing damage.
Cool.
The second one is also going to attack you. A 13.
That does not hit.
Okay.
So suck it, bitch. Not you, the ambush drake.
The other ambush drake, stone skin drakes. Oh nope, he just missed. He rolled a 7, basic witch. Oh boy. Your friend lets out a terrible cry in pain as this one seems to have gotten a solid bite on him. Even though he kind of expected it, still he gets this bonus damage. That is 16 piercing damage. And that is their turns. Ken is still away, so we are going to move on to the guard drakes, and then we'll just have Ken go when he gets back, so we're not holding up. Anybody have an issue with that? Or does somebody want to make the decision what Ken does on his behalf? Okay. We're going to go with that. So Karn, you have been tearing up this one, but he moves over here and is still within everybody's threatened space, so no one gets an attack of opportunity. But he's going to attack Karn. First with a bite, a 22.
That hits.
For 6 piercing, and then is going to whip that tail around, another 22.
That also hits.
For 6 bludgeoning damage. And then that is kind of optimized there. Don't know enough about ducks. You know that they do not want to get killed by these drakes. And then Karn, since you're right there, this one, the purple one's also going to attack you, but he's going to move over here to be a little more efficient about it. Since his buddy's been taking so much damage. His first bite attack against you is a 14.
That does not hit.
His whips the tail around once again for a 24, doing 5 bludgeoning damage. And then the other drakes are going to kind of line up here against Ken and bite at Ken. Ooh, the first one is a 23 for 10 piercing. Tail attack, a 15, which does not hit. Another bite against Ken for an 18, which does hit, for another 8. His tail attack is a 23. These drakes are rolling well tonight. And then the last drake is going to bite and just completely miss. Oh, and then crits with the tail for another 12. Ken is looking a little rough right now. And that is all of the drakes. He did ask for bread and crackers. Okay. Chime, you're up next.
Okay. I'm going to.
Oh, did I not change the stream title? I did not.
Oh gosh. Okay, so what part of this building is roof?
We will say the things you never plan on are what the players ask.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have like that much of it is roof.
Okay. I am going to use a bonus action to disengage because I'm a rogue. And then I'm going to climb up on top of the roof.
Chili Pie says the top part. That's just funny. She gets a
Inspiration.
Chili Pie gets inspiration. Okay, so you disengage, and then go and give me athletics to climb up onto the roof.
14.
14. You barely make it up there as they're kind of feel like these ambush drakes prowling around, ready to eat you. But you do make it to the roof.
Okay. And then that's my action, right?
Yeah, I was saying that's your action.
Okay, so then I can't do anything else.
You could move some more if you wanted to, but yeah.
I mean, I'm...
Sure, yeah. Karn, you're up.
All right. Well, I am going to attack the drake that's right in front of me. I believe it's the purple one.
Purple Drake, yep.
Just couldn't tell. My name was kind of covering up the...
There's
the
a lot happening right there.
I'm going to make a two-handed attack with my Sunblade.
Okay.
Let's see. That is a 12.
At this point, maybe this one's a little tougher, but you take a swing and you just barely glance off its scales. It has thick dragon-like scales. Yeah, dragon-like scales.
All right. Well, I'm going to use my second attack to go at it again,
Okay.
and that's a 26.
26 hits. How much damage?
15 radiant.
Okay. Good hit. Anything else?
No, that's going to be it for now.
And you all can see the hit points and stuff above them, right? I know it's kind of blurred, but...
Yeah, I mean, I can make it out, but I mean, it's just where we're all kind of on top of each other. All
There's a bunch.
the labels kind of get in the way.
Hamed, we just kind of skipped over your turn and have went ahead, so it is your turn currently. Whenever you are
How
ready.
many turns do I get?
Just one turn. You've only missed one, but you did get hit pretty hard by the drakes. I've adjusted your hit points on your token.
Yeah, you missed a turn, but it was a doozy.
Okay. One of the downsides of having to go and field the phone call is I don't get to plan what my next turn is. I had an idea what I want to do. I just want to make sure it's the right thing.
Take your time. I need to fix stream for a second. Like I'm having you and James have switched sections.
Whoops.
I
And the tokens for me and Karn have switched.
Oh no. I can fix this. I can do this.
I believe in you, DM.
I am a grown man who knows OBS poorly. Wee!
All right, Shield of Faith on myself, which raises AC by 2. So I'm just going to cast Shield of Faith real quick.
Is that a
My AC
reaction or is that a bonus action? Okay, that's your bonus action.
Okay. And then, which of these creatures looks the most hurt?
It should be the red one, or is that red? No,
Okay.
orange. That's the one that Karn's beat up on.
Here, I'm
it
gonna
has-
move my token out of the way for a minute so you can
Thank
see
you.
the hit points, but
Okay.
I'm staying. Yeah.
I'm gonna guess, in all likelihood, that you getting 2 more AC probably would have avoided a couple of hits for you on your turn. So I'm gonna give you back 10 hit points.
Okay.
I think that's probably as close to fair as I can get without going back and wasting everybody's time. So
That's fine. That's
We're
fine.
gonna
I'm going to swing at the injured one with disadvantage. Is a 14 hit,
14 hits.
11 slashing damage. And I get a second. Oh, I forgot I got a second swing at this level, so I should have swung twice the other time.
Go ahead and roll 2 more attacks. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Okay.
We haven't played in a while, and
Yeah, 22 and 25, so 16 and 11.
We need that extra hit.
you do. So with that final blow, your sword goes directly through the drake's scales and into its body, and it shakes and shivers for just a moment, and collapses dead at your feet.
Nice.
Does that strike fear into any of the others?
It does not. They are kind of your frontline soldiers who. This is just part of their occupation.
Fair enough. It was worth asking. Okay.
Was.
They're going to go
It's
swing again. I've got like a kind of a hazy mist about me of the Shield of Faith. It looks like magic armor, but not quite. It's kind of clear, not clear, but white rather, with radiant protective magic.
Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna go and fix the names down there. I can't find my little pop-up that lets me split the screen, so I'm just gonna fix this real quick. We'll probably focus on.
Ready to grab the great sword as they lunge for an attack.
Awesome. All right. Perfect. So that's Ken's turn. The guard drakes have already went. Chime has went. Karn has went. That puts us to James.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick scale of things. Pun intended. Pun intended. And let's see. I think that the biggest threat is probably around Ken right now. So I'm just gonna. I am going to use a maledict point and infuse my crossbow with my fire damage, my crimson right. So now, as long as I keep holding that, that will stay. Let's see, where is that? I'm gonna reduce that point, and yeah, I'm gonna fire at from my can I see any better with my dark vision?
Oh, you have dark vision?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's night. The rain still makes it incredibly difficult. But I think we'll say that you just have a. It doesn't give you disadvantage if you can see in the dark.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna look straight down. I'm gonna see that this one's already. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna skip that one because I know Karn is probably gonna take it out as soon as it gets back around to him or Ken. And yeah, I'm gonna go for a little red dude down here.
Okay.
And all right, crossbow. 23.
23 hits.
That is a whole 2 piercing plus. So let's see. 4 fire damage.
Nice.
I'm gonna do that again.
Okay, awesome.
19.
19 hits.
4 piercing plus another 3 fire damage.
Okay, anything else?
No.
All right. Ixusa. I'm gonna go with Ixusa. That's his name now. That's how I'm pronouncing it now, forever. Is taking his sword and trying to take out this ambush drake. That is before it gets too far into this. And this time rolls a 20. Good for him. For 9 slashing. And does he get a multi-attack? He does, which I forgot about before. Okay, so he's going to take a second swing with the scimitar. At 21 this time. For another 6 slashing. And is seemingly taking care of this drake that's trying to enter your safety zone on his own. And the drakes now little disappointed that their friend up there has climbed away. But this first one that's already on, let me give them colors as well. So red is currently inside the building. Blue and green are the ones that just attacked Chime. Red is going to attempt to bite. This is like the cursed drake. It's awesome. Another critical against your friend. But this time without the element of surprise, only does 7 damage. So one of these ambush drakes rushes over here where it hears more fighting and commotion, and is going to attack your paladin with a bite. Gets a 22, which I think even with your +2 is going to hit for 6 piercing.
Yeah, that hits.
The other one has decided that it's seen other things climb. It can climb too, and is going to climb up up here. It's like, that's a good idea. And it's
But it don't have fingers.
It has like dragon claws, which are
It's
probably
like
better than
paws.
fingers.
Do the dragons
No,
have large
they're
talons?
climbing.
But with the stone being, oh, thank you for the hydrate. I mean,
Do
yes,
do the chickens have large talons?
they do have large talons, but as it
This
tries
is
to
water.
scramble up the wall, and again, the scratching this time is way worse than the palm tree earlier. Tries to scratch its way up, and maybe gets halfway up and just loses its footing, and scrambles back down, and looks up at you, Chime, and lets out just an awful like. Not a fan of you right now, but that's the end of its turn. And Ken, it's back to you.
Okay. I'm gonna aim for red over here with 2
Okay.
swings. And I'm If I can have a bonus action, I will take it after this.
Yeah, you always have the option of bonus action. It's just, do you have anything you can do with it?
All right. First swing is a natural 20 for 17 slashing damage. And then the second swing is a 19 for 8 slashing damage.
All right, so that's 17 at first. Your critical hit, and then another 8. So that one is looking really rough now after those 2 big hits. And then, what do you want to use your bonus action on?
Let me see if I can use a spell for a bonus action. Yeah, Branding Smite I can cast. On how many? Looks like. Let me just. Okay, I'll cast Branding Smite on the ambush Drake that's closest to me.
Let's see. So that you would normally cast that before you attack, and
Yeah.
whenever you hit an attack, you'll just do extra damage.
Okay, so we'll save it for the next round then.
Okay. So anything else?
No, that's all.
All right. The guard drakes. It is their turn now. Purple is going to attack Karn. First off with a bite. Gets a 13.
Does not hit.
Swings around with its tail. Gets a 17.
That one does hit.
You take 6 bludgeoning damage. And then these... I can't imagine how exhausted Ken is trying to parry away all these just constant teeth and tails coming at him. But it's another round of that. So first a bite, that's an 18.
18 hits.
Even with the magic
+2.
armor.
Yeah, my AC's 18 right now.
Oh, that's rough.
Ugh.
9 piercing. The tail attack is a 14. Just clanks off your armor. Kind of a last second. Your shield of faith manifests itself. The glowing radiant energy forms as a shield as the tail comes at you and just deflects it away. Green one attacks with a bite for a
Jesus.
20, for 5 piercing.
Yeah.
And then the tail attack swings around, and this time your shield seemingly doesn't manifest itself for this one for 4 more bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
The last one gets a 17 for the bite.
No, it does not hit.
And again, your shield coming to life the last second, saving you from that. And the final tail attack was kind of lackadaisical to begin with, and doesn't seem to even be close to you. But I think Ken at this point is bloodied, wounds kind of covering his entire body. I think you're probably slumping a little bit as you're just starting to get exhausted from taking the brunt of this attack. Chime, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to come over to James is James up on the...
I'm on the roof. I gave myself the wing symbol to show that I'm on the roof.
Oh, that's helpful.
Oh, okay. Maybe we should do that for me.
Yeah, I got you.
So I'm gonna move up. Karn is still on the ground, correct?
Yes, Karn on the ground.
So I could stand directly over top of where Karn is, right?
Yes, you could. I think just stay in that space just so it's easier on the map, but we'll know
Okay.
you're actually above Karn.
Okay. And then I'm gonna start shooting at the red
Okay,
guard drake.
gotcha. And you will have disadvantage since it's a ranged attack, and you did move this turn. Oh, but you're next to an ally, so yeah. Even roll again. You're right.
Okay.
Never mind.
That's a 9 to hit.
This time maybe with Ken moving around so much and getting attacked, you're nervous about hitting him, and it just affects your shot, and you let go just a second too early, and the arrow just sails harmlessly off into the distance.
Shit.
You got a second attack?
No.
Really, at level 6?
No, rogues don't get it. They get that sneak attack instead.
Yeah.
So they do
Yeah.
extra damage on their one attack that they get.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Okay.
I tried.
Karn.
All right, I'm going to make a two-handed Sunblade attack against the purple guard Drake.
Okay.
That's a
Oh,
Oh,
Ooh.
is that another nat 20?
yeah.
yeah,
I've never seen blue. As a
yeah. That's what
color.
threw me at first.
That is weird.
Yeah, it popped up as blue, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
What's weird is that if you hover over it, it's got red as the 20 instead of green as the 20, and I don't think it knows what to do.
I think it's trying to say it didn't add radiance, or did it add radiance damage to this? Because it's a nat 20, but then you have to add radiant on it too because it's a Sunblade.
He
So I
rolled
see
a
3 strength. So there's 20 plus 3 strength plus 3 proficiency plus 2 magic is what I'm getting when I hover over it.
Yeah, same.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's 13
Yeah, 13 radiant damage.
on purple. Ah, there we go. Okay. It's still up.
All right. Well, I'm going to make another attack on it. Try to finish it off.
Give it the old 1-2.
And that's a 25
Nice.
for 15 radiant damage.
It's even better than your crit.
I know.
Dice are fickle sometimes. Yep, it's still up. Anything else?
Nope. That's going to be it for now.
All right, James, you're up.
I'm aiming at
Jesus.
purple. I'm looking for a way for Ken to get back inside.
Okay.
I'm looking for that's my goal right here. Okay. Shooting with the crossbow. 12.
12 does not hit.
And I'd get the extra attack because I made an attack even if I failed it, right?
Right.
Okay. 22
22
for
hits.
6 piercing and 2 extra fire damage.
And with that, that little bit of fire, seemingly again sizzling in this as it pops in the rain, puts this one on the ground, giving a few convulses as it dies.
Fire. Fire.
Okay, and I would like to use my bonus action to use my patron ability. Thank you.
Dunya.
Done. I'm sorry, it's been too long. But here's the thing for it. I'm going to use my last melodic point, and I'm going to roll. Do I roll it or does Ken roll it?
You would roll it.
Okay, so I roll my Hemocraft die. Oh, awesome! You get a whole 1 point. Of health.
Buddy.
Plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yep.
crap. Well, I never read that correctly. All right. I have not been using it correctly this entire time. So, four total hit points. It's not much, but I'm hoping that it makes the difference in
All
the
right.
entire situation.
Ken gives you a thumbs up while the great sword's on the like the tip of it's on the ground. He's holding it with one hand. He just kind of thumbs up in the air without looking up.
Your friend, your snake friend, is attacking the drake in the back. And its first attack ends up taking it out. Oops, wrong button. Chat, you're seeing all kinds of DM stuff, aren't you, tonight? Who then rushes out the window and uses his second attack on the...
For the record, on stream, we can no longer see. There we go. Okay, you shifted it a little bit. I see it now.
Gotcha. Yeah. Uses a second attack on the other ambush trick out here. Makes solid contact as it's trying to climb up after Chime.
Does it fall?
So it like failed its climb to begin with. It like got halfway up and scratched its talons into the... It just never made it that far.
Slid back down.
Yeah, exactly. And that is the end of his turn. The ambush strikes are going now. The first one's going to just bite back as it's getting attacked and has a new target. Does not make contact with your friend. The other ambush drake, he sees a target. Oh, thanks for the hydrate again there, Ryan. And is going to attack Ken with a bite. Gets a 22, because apparently drakes roll really well. For 5 piercing, Ken.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it's a net loss of 1 thanks to my awesome heal.
Yes.
Ken, it's your turn.
Well, okay. The
Disengage.
ambush-
Get the hell back in the house.
All right. Ken is going to use inspiration. To actually, can I swing once and then disengage?
No, because you don't have a way to use disengage as anything other than an action.
Okay.
So you would have to use disengage as your action, or attack and then potentially get attacked.
Hope for the best, but you're giving them an attack of opportunity, and then it's going to be their turn.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm gonna try to dive over Karn.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an athletics or an acrobatics. You're gonna dive over him.
Yeah, but I wanna use my inspiration.
Okay, so acrobatics using inspiration.
All right, skill check, acrobatics.
And you are disengaging, is that correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
14.
Thank God you used that. Thank
Would've
the
been a
gods.
7
Thank
otherwise.
Dunya. Dunya, thank you.
Thanks, Dunya.
Ken, as you're like,
Dunya, solid.
as you kind of like faint and all the drakes back off for just a second as your way of disengaging, you run towards Karn and you realize you're gonna be just a little bit too low. What do you yell at Karn?
Quack.
I mean, I was just going for duck.
Ah!
Oh man.
Oh shit!
So last
Okay,
second,
yeah,
Karn,
I
you're
say
able to,
duck.
you see the a shack-sized duck charging at you, and then leaps just like a second too late, and he's coming right at you, and you're able to get the foresight to just duck down for a quick second as he flies over you, and then behind you rolls on the ground, bloody and exhausted, covered in wounds, a couple feathers just falling out as he's jumping over you, and is able to kind of get up to a knee and stand up and just let out a feeling maybe just a tiny bit safer for now. So that is your action for disengaging and your movement for that. Anything else you want to do this turn?
No.
Okay. The guard drakes definitely sense blood and start to move over the corpses of their companions, which I'm just going to move off to the side here for now. I forget which one I'm using for initiative, so I can't really get rid of them. And it seems like, based on their tactics, these creatures are way more intelligent than you might have initially thought. The blue one and the green one moves up, as the red one starts to wander away, maybe looking for another meal somewhere. And in fact, it makes his way back towards that back window. So Karn, it's all you now, buddy. As the blue one attempts to bite you, gets a 7. His tail whips around with a 13.
Nope.
20 for the green one's bite.
That one does hit.
For 6 piercing. And the tail attack crits a 25. Doing 7 bludgeoning damage. Green one does double movement there. So Chime, it is now your turn.
So I am going to go ahead. I'm going to keep aiming for this red one because I can see that it's not doing great. I am staying in place. I'm not moving. That would give me an additional. I don't know if that would.
So, unfortunately, the way it kind of works in D&D is you basically have 2 advantages and 1 disadvantage because of the weather, but they don't stack, so it's still just a straight roll for you.
Okay. All right, but I'll still get sneak attack because
You're next to an ally. Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Or you're next to it's next to an ally.
Yes. That is an 11.
11 does not hit.
Okay. That's you know what? Yeah, no, that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Karn, a little revenge now if you'd like.
All right. Well, I am gonna attack the blue drake, the two-handed attack. Oh, that's a 10.
10 does not hit. You can roll your second attack if you'd like.
Yeah. I have a feeling the dice are betraying me now.
It's about that time.
Yeah.
And that's a 12.
12 does not hit. Anything else?
Nope, that's gonna be it for now.
Okay. James, you're up.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to do as a bonus action is I'm going to look at a little blue drake down here, and I'm going to attempt to bind him.
Okay.
So there's that. I am not going to amplify it because I don't have any maledict points, but I can still attempt to bind him. I can see him. He's within 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
He must make a strength saving throw. And I think I have, let's see. The DC is a 14.
Okay. It is bound. It does not make it saving throw.
All right, that means that their speed is now 0, and they cannot use reactions until the end of my next turn.
Okay, cool.
That one can't move, and then I'm gonna shoot at the red one.
Okay. So we'll say like these reddish tinted chains seemingly appear out of nowhere, wrap itself around this drake's legs and attach themselves to the ground. And they kind of have this glow to them that you can pretty clearly see that it is in fact tethered to the ground through these magical chains. And you're gonna take a shot, you said?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the red drake up here.
Okay.
23.
23 hits.
9 piercing plus 3 fire damage.
Oh, this one's real close.
Well, it's a good thing I get an extra attack.
It sure is.
16.
16 hits.
Do I need to roll the fire damage for 7 damage?
It's only the 2, but yeah, you don't. It's gone.
Okay, I'll
Also dead.
roll that. Okay.
Where does there?
That's everything I can do except move, and I'm not moving.
Okay. Your Yuan Tweed buddy is going to attack with his scimitar once again, and misses on his first attack. Second attack though, solid contact, doing another 9 slashing to this ambush drake, and that is it for him. The ambush drakes are going now. Blue one is biting him, misses horribly, and then blue one is attacking Karn, who's in the doorway, with a dirty 20 for 3 piercing. Karn.
Oh yeah.
How you looking? I'm still showing your tokens full hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not updating for some reason. I'm at 25.
Me.
Oh,
Okay.
ouch.
There we go. Now you're fixed. I'll look into what the issue is there after stream. Okay, that is the end of their turns. Ken, you're up.
I am going to cast a second level spell. And make sure I'm casting the right one. Yes, Prayer of Healing. And what that does is it up to 6 creatures of my choice that I can see within range of 30 feet regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus the spellcaster's modifier. Ken's modifier is Charisma spellcasting, which is +1. So everybody adds 17 to your hit points.
I hate to be the mega buzzkill that I'm about to be, but you notice the casting time on that spell.
No, I didn't.
It is 10 minutes.
Oh
Do you want to
my-
start casting it, or do you want to pick something else?
10 minutes will be the entire fight because every round is 6 seconds, right?
Yeah, this fight is not even, I don't think, taken a full minute yet. Even though it's dragged on for what seems like forever.
Okay, belay that. Thank you for catching that error.
Of course.
During the long rest, did Ken sleep long enough to regain his lay on hands?
You did it right before. This was the second one, and you had first watch, right?
Yeah.
So you did not.
Okay. Well, all I have is Cure Light Wounds in terms of regeneration. So I think...
You can cast that at second level, though, and get higher results out of it.
Okay. Well, then I'll cast Cure Light Wounds at second level onto Karn, actually.
Look how selfless you are.
I'm a paladin, man.
Just love to see it.
Okay, so I guess 1d8 plus spellcasting ability, which is charisma. So
Yeah, but a higher level would be 2d8.
Yeah,
2d8,
2d8
okay.
healing.
so is that 1d8 plus 1 times 2 or 2d8 plus 1?
It would be 2d8 plus 1 if your charisma modifier is plus 1.
And lovely, I roll an 8 and I get a 2 and a 3. So 6 freaking hit points to Karn. There you go.
Every bit of it's still appreciated.
There was an attempt.
Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here.
Okay. All right. The guard drakes, the two of them that are left, it is their turn, and they're sensing the blood on Karn, and Karn, they're gonna bite you. First bite is a 13.
Nope.
The tail attack, though, is a dirty 20 for 7 bludgeoning damage. Green one is gonna bite you, and gets a crit. But it's not that bad of a crit. Takes a kind of a chunk out of your arm as you're already reeling back from the bludgeoning damage for another 6. Let me update this for you. And then its tail attack comes around for a 24 for 7 bludgeoning. And then we have to add that 6 in that Ken gave you, so you're actually at 13 hit points. Is that right?
No, I'm down to 5 because I'd already put in 6.
Oh no! Okay. Whew. Y'all are looking pretty rough. Chime. Your turn.
I'm going for whichever one is looking the most hurt, and that seems to be the blue ambush drake.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try and shoot that one. I'm not having much luck lately.
Do you have inspiration?
I do, but I don't know if inspiration would give me that advantage.
I'll say that inspiration will always give you advantage. It might counteract disadvantage, but like in this situation, it would give you... You would take the better of 2 rolls with using inspiration.
I will use inspiration.
Okay.
There's a 23 to hit!
23 hits.
Finally! That is...
And go ahead and replenish that inspiration.
Oh, thank you. That is 18 damage.
That arrow just clean through this ambush drake's head. Your one twee buddy looks up at you and just gives you a nod of appreciation, and then little tongue. And that's
Don't do that, dude. Don't do that.
It's happy.
Like-
Anything else?
Your tongue. No.
Okay. Karn, what you gonna do?
All right.
I can't see Karn, so I can't tell him to disengage and get out of there.
I mean, if I disengage, though, I am not going to be worth much of anything. Ooh.
Yeah, disengage, man. We'll take them on when they get in here.
All right. Well, then I'm going to disengage,
Okay.
and I am going to move back. Actually, I will move all the way back.
All the way back in the rain. All right. Anything else? You still have a bonus action if you want to use it.
Let me see what I can do.
Have you used Action Surge yet?
I don't think he has.
I have not.
Anybody holding any potions? Because I don't think we have any left. I don't think we used them all. I looked at the loot list earlier. I didn't see any.
Is that you good, Karn?
Yeah, I'm good for now.
James, you're up.
All right, so I know that dude can't move, and it's going to be difficult for his buddies to move past him. So I'm going to jump down into the room.
I think it's till the end of your turn, right?
Till the end of my turn.
Yes. Gotcha.
Yes. So I'm going to jump down here. Is that an action or like
Just
half
jumping
movement?
down to use movement.
Okay.
We'll say
Then
it's
I'm gonna
10 movement.
Okay. Then I'm going to jump down here, and then I'm going to just run up to the door, and I'm going to point blank shoot a crossbow in its face. And I can
Okay.
do that because of my marksman?
Yes.
No, crossbow expert.
Okay. Shooting blue one.
Right here, yeah.
Okay.
14.
A 14 hits.
8 piercing plus 3 fire. And guess what? I'm doing it again.
Oh,
18 for 6 piercing and another 3 fire damage.
all right. You're doing some damage to it.
And
Anything
I'm
else?
staying right here. I am a human shield at this point.
Okay. The snake friend rushes out from the side of the building and swings his scimitar at the remaining ambush drake. Takes 2 swings at it. So both hit. Both hit.
Yeah.
7 slashing and 6 slashing. And that is his turn. The ambush drake is gonna attack the one that just attacked him with a savage bite, which hits for another 5 piercing. And that is the last of the ambush drakes. Ken, what would you like to do?
Yeah, Ken's gonna run up to behind James and cast Bane on the 3 remaining enemies.
Oh, nice. That is helpful.
Yeah, up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see must make a charisma saving throw. Whenever a target that fails this saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw, and before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from their attack roll.
So just to make my life easier for the future, go ahead and roll a d4 now, and we're going to use that as the d4 roll from here on out, just so I don't have to keep remembering to do it. Awesome.
4.
Yeah.
So they're at -4 for all of their attack rolls for the rest of combat. Unless you have an issue with doing that.
No.
Nope.
Would you have had an issue if you rolled a 1?
Actually, I'm just kidding.
So we'll do the saving throw for the blue drake.
I can't tell if you're muted or you were just mouthing stuff.
I was muted.
What was it using? The little.
So
Was it good that you were muted?
DC is 12.
No, I mean,
so this one's
it's-
successful.
Oh, that one does succeed. You are correct.
Yeah, so
The blue one is fine. And then we have this ambush drake. Charisma saving throw. Gets a -1.
Oh
So
yeah.
That's good. And this one is
How-
no
how-
longer.
Does crit even work in this?
It
It doesn't roll. It doesn't.
No.
Okay.
A mega crit fail. It does not.
He crit so hard it what do they call that? It
rolls over.
It rolls over, and now he is immortal.
It's actually
Oh.
19. Oh no. That's not what you all want right now.
Oh.
Anything else in your turn, Ken?
yeah, I don't think I have anything that else I can do. Check one thing real quick, and then I'll pass the baton on to Chime. who I know is currently itching to do something. No, that's the end of it.
Well, it's actually the guard drakes
The green. Okay, got it.
for them, and they're both going to attack James.
Yep. I'm ready.
First bite is a 16
That hits.
Damn it!
for 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
Tail attack is also a 16
Yep.
for 4 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Blue one is going to get an 18
Yep.
for 4 piercing.
Good
Okay.
lord.
These drakes are out for blood. I don't know what to tell you.
It's okay.
Last attack is a 17
Yep.
for 7 bludgeoning.
Yep. Okay.
I tried.
No, it's fine.
Actually, that one wasn't affected. That was a 22 and a 21. So that is the guard drake's turn, and Chime, you're up.
I want to shoot this blue one right in the fucking face.
That's fair. Absolutely fair.
That is a 22. That is a 22, and that is 17 points of damage.
That hits.
I just want to let out the most like ear-piercing scream as I do this because I'm very frustrated.
Call
Chime
out
is-
your name
Chime
as
is
loud
very-
as you can. It just sounds like super loud wind chimes.
Yeah.
Where's the
Chime wouldn't-
sausage?
Chime wouldn't do. She wouldn't do her name. She wouldn't do her as a sausage. I think she would. She would just make like like town criers.
Yeah.
How they've got the big old bells. I think she'd do that as loud
Okay.
as she could.
It's still like the idea of nuts for sale is allowed. You
Bring
can't-
out your
lightning,
dad!
Thunder cracks in the background. Yeah.
Oh man.
So Chime, that is it for you. Karn, you're up.
Well, actually,
Oh, sorry.
I think I'm gonna jump down
Okay.
too. So I'm gonna
Next
hop
again.
down. Yeah,
Gotcha.
and then yeah, that's where I'll stay.
Okay.
Oh.
Karn.
Donald, question for you.
Yeah.
If I was to stand here next to James, I would not be able to. I wouldn't have any of the drakes and be able to attack any of them, would I?
You could attack the blue one here. But with that being said, if you can attack it in melee, it can also attack you. And these are what you have learned from them so far. They are intelligent and apparently very vengeful creatures. So just keep that in mind.
Okay. Well, I've got a few things in mind. First of all, one thing that I've kind of neglected because so rusty at playing. I'm going to go ahead and use Second Wind,
Okay.
which lets me roll 1d20 plus my fighter level, so 6, to regain hit points. So that's going to be an 8.
Nice roll.
Y'all are just rolling bad when it matters tonight.
Oh,
Wait, you said 1d20, right? You rolled a 1d10.
1d10.
Okay.
I wish it was 1d20. Okay, so I am going to move next to James, and I'm going to make a two-handed Sunblade attack against the Blue Drake.
Okay.
All right, that's going to be a 13.
13 does not hit. Probably
Okay.
just you're exhausted and worn out, and you take a swing at it and just don't have the full energy behind it for that first attack. But you do get a second
Okay.
attack.
I do, and I'm going to be going at it two-handed again. That one's a 17.
This time, like on your upswing,
Hit
you're
me.
able to kind of connect with the soft underbelly and mute hide real quick.
he's muted.
You
He's
got
fine.
it, perfect. You make solid contact and you're able to hit it. How much damage?
7 radiant.
It is looking rough. You're almost through it. Anything else?
All right, and with that, I am actually going to use my action surge to make one more attack.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are.
You
I'm
get
just going to go all berserker on it.
You get 2 attacks because you get 2 attacks with an action, and you're using a second action.
Okay, so would I get 2 attacks on the second action then?
You do. You get 2 attacks in the second action. It's a very
Okay.
powerful ability.
And
All
action
right.
surge is what I meant earlier, not second wind. Second wind is the
healing.
HP gains.
Well, that's a 24 for 14 radiant damage.
And this time you come back down with a second swing, and your sunblade just cuts it right in half as this one falls dead in front of you.
I'm just gonna laugh in its face as the blood like hits like all over my armor.
Splashes all over you.
And at this point, with how beat up I am just completely delirious, and I get so excited and yell, "Nuts for sale!"
All right.
Awesome.
Burger Bun, who do you want to give the inspiration to?
That is for James.
All right. For James.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Karn, you do have another attack. You should have some movement left. You do have the option. I'm not saying it's a good one, but you could step out where the blue one was and use that attack if you so choose. Or you can just end your turn. Up to you.
I think I'm going to end my turn because I feel like
That's smart.
that's getting a little too cocky.
James, you're up next.
Let's see. Can I hit either of these drakes?
Yes, you can hit both.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the ambush drake.
Okay.
Right in the face. At least that's what I want to hit. We'll see if that it's all flavor. It's fine. 15.
15 hits.
Okay, that's 4 piercing plus 6 fire damage.
Boom.
That drops it. The crossbow bolt goes clean through it and just leaves a cauterized wound right through the head or right through the face as your fiery crossbow bolt takes it out.
All right, and then I'm gonna step onto this one's corpse, and I'm gonna aim the other one right at the other's face, and I'm gonna use inspiration, and I'm gonna fire my other shot right at that one
Okay.
with the 23. And I'm so glad I used my inspiration. Otherwise, it would have been an 8. Okay, so 3 piercing plus 6 fire damage again.
Man.
I know it's not dead, but I'm super pissed at it.
It's still up. But yeah, it's there. Anything else for your turn?
Nope,
All right.
I'm sticking. I'm sticking right here.
Your buddy rushes out and flanks it behind you, and takes 2 swings with his scimitar. First one hits for 6 slashing, and second attack. Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. Where'd it go? There it is. A 13 does not hit. That is the end of its turn.
He ran out of breath trying to
He
slither
ran
around it.
so far. He ran so far away.
And got so far, and in the end, it didn't even matter.
Oh, guys, come on.
Tried
come
so
on.
hard, got so far.
Ken, it's your turn.
I'm gonna cast my second level 2 spell. Will be Cure Wounds on Karn. I'm gonna not Karn. I'm sorry, James. Gonna come right there and roll a 1d8. No, 2d8. Sorry.
Mhm.
And so 12 hit points onto James.
Nice.
And my grin just gets wider.
Anything else, Ken?
And then walk backwards.
So if you do that, let's see.
To heck with it. I'm walking backwards.
Okay, it will get an attack of opportunity against you.
Go for it. Go for it.
It's gonna bite you. Gets a 13 because it has Bane still on it.
Yeah, it doesn't hit me.
All right. It's a dangerous game you're playing. Anything else your turn?
I'm gonna yell, "Take him out, James!"
All right. Its turn. It kind of sees now this is a losing battle and is going to attempt to run away.
Attack of opportunity.
So James and
Ixusa.
Xusa.
Ixusa.
your buddy's going to get
Studio.
Yakuza.
an attack of opportunity against it. So James, you can go and roll yours.
18
That hits.
for 8 plus 4 fire.
And then buddy gets to attack it. Gets a 24
Yeah.
and does 7 slashing. Okay. Chime, you're up.
Come on, sniper.
Yeah, that's really the thing. Can I like just push past James in the doorway to get out and
You
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
could hit it from here.
if
Usually I just call that difficult terrain, so it would just be 10 movement instead of 5. But you have plenty.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna kill that bastard, and
So you're a bastard, eh?
she's gonna pull that short bow up, and that is
Nice.
an 18 to hit, and that is that's 5 piercing damage. I'm assuming I do not get 11
Do not
sneak damage.
get sneak. The arrow is right through it. It's still up. Do you all want to chase it down because it's gonna rush out of range in this next turn?
I get a turn before its next turn, and I have a crossbow.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Karn, you want to do anything?
You know what? I'm just gonna move out so I can.
Just see what's happening.
Yeah. Hey guys, what's going on?
James, go ahead and get your crossbow shots off to see if it escapes.
Oh my gosh.
Shit.
Oh, no.
Wait, before you roll your next one. Before you
well,
roll your
No,
next
the
one.
first one is a nat 1. The first one is a nat 1.
So with that, you're again
Hit
like
Karn.
what tends to happen with this crossbow. You take a shot and it's a complete misfire, and part of the mechanism just like falls off, and there's no way you're getting a shot off anytime soon.
Damn it.
So with that,
I still get a second attack. I'm gonna throw my dagger at it.
okay, disadvantage, but
Yep.
go for it.
Through the
I don't
tree.
even know what to roll for that.
D20.
It would be a same as a dagger attack, just using dex instead of strength.
Okay. Center myself. Step and throw. 9.
All right,
And the dagger's gone.
launch this dagger. Not sure where it went. The rain is pouring down. You like have a rough idea of where this creature is supposed to be, but with this absolute pouring rain and still thunder, not sure where the dagger is, where it is, and it skitters off into the jungle. Maybe
Well, I'm
never.
gonna spend the next 6 hours looking for that dagger. Does anybody have? Oh, detect magic. Does anybody? Yeah, someone's got detect magic.
I do.
Or you? Yeah. Okay. Once we gotta get healed up, I'm gonna ask for help finding my dagger.
I just want to say, Chime's pissed. Like, she wants to go after that thing.
Well, is Chime gonna go after it?
That's the issue. She
Are you,
knows
are
shouldn't.
you still connected to Ixusa?
Ixusa.
Yes.
If we'll just say that you start to take a couple steps out there, and Ixusa in your mind says, "No, there are more."
Fine.
Rest as much as you can. We leave before first light.
Okay. So short rest.
That's up to you all.
Yeah, short rest. There's
Yeah.
no way I'm gonna be able to fall asleep. Karn, can I get your magic to help me find my magic?
I can. Yeah, I think I could do that.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use all of my hit dice
On your short rest.
on my
Okay. Go ahead and y'all we'll take care of that part of it off stream. We went a little bit over tonight, so we'll pick up from this point in 2 weeks. So it'll be July 20th, 8 o'clock Eastern, right here on Kentucky Fried Dice. Thank you all for joining us. I hope you had a good time watching it. Hope the players had a good time playing it. Didn't get to kill any of them, but I was close.
Yeah, you were close.
Damn close. Let's see which of our friends are currently streaming right now. We're gonna head over to, I think Bill the Gamer Guy is probably finishing up right now. You know, I don't know if this is the case for everybody else, but sometimes do you all follow people and like not remember who they are? But
Yeah.
we're gonna go ahead and raid Kitchen Ninja. They are playing Fortnite, and I honestly don't remember anything about them, but I am sure they're wonderful because I don't follow bad people. So we'll head over to them. I hope you all had a great night and had a good time. We'll be back. We'll be back again. Our next stream will be Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. So that will be the whatever date that is. Probably more Final Fantasy V. I've really been enjoying that. Going to get some grinding in this weekend, and we're going
July
to
12th.
July 12th. Thanks, Tim. Sometimes dates are hard.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so head over there. Thank you, Logan, for joining us. We'll be back for Kentucky Fried Dice on July 12th, and back with KFD&D on the 20th, and we'll see you all soon. Night, y'all.
Good night.
Night.